weigh exactly 5 pounds potatoes. You can get these little ones for cheap, or you can grab great big ones and then chop them up. I buy the big ones because I don't like to peel potatoes.
Gosh, and we
But
need
these
5 pounds with the peels on.
With the peels on.
Okay.
With the peels on. You don't want to, kind of all the same, you know, kind of in half. Like now, a bigger one, you'll kind of cut in, and the great big ones you cut in 1-inch slices. The great big ones like this, you can cut those in 1-inch slices.
Like crosswise?
Yeah, this way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, now you can cut those in half. Let's see, we'll be putting some boiling water on those when we start to boil them.
So you don't actually put them in water and then boil. You have boiling water and you put it in the pot.
Huh?
Do you boil the water first?
You cut them, and then hot water from the tap.
Ah, gotcha.
And then put them on.
The next step is a tablespoon of salt, where the water is just covering the tops of the potatoes. And do we want to obviously stir all that in?
Maybe you better
have a little more taste it.
Yeah, I better have 2 tablespoons of salt.
Okay.
Scratch that. 2 tablespoons.
So we go ahead now and boil these potatoes.
It takes approximately half an hour to boil these potatoes.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to test these potatoes. If the fork goes in easily all around, your potatoes are ready.
Yep.
Get the ones down in the bottom.
Okay.
Some that are a little thicker.
Yep.
Did they all go in easy? Okay.
You know, there's a couple that might be a little firm, or they just really. It shouldn't be like mashed potatoes.
Oh.
It should be. Is
Yeah,
there a little resistance, or should we?
No, that's good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You fill it or just...
Well, you rice these before you measure. Now we need another spoon.
Okay.
Mom, there's these here too.
And this is the pan that you boiled them in. So you rice them in here.
Okay.
And however many you want to put in your ricer is, sometimes it's hard to punch them down.
If it gets too full.
If it gets too full, yeah. Make sure if anything falls in there that you take it out and rice it just in case.
Yeah.
No lumps allowed.
No lumpies.
So the next step is?
The next step is to measure what you're going to put in your potatoes, and that's 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar
Okay.
and a cube of butter.
And 1 whole cube of butter.
1 whole cube, that's 1/2 cup.
Gotcha. Excellent.
Now to rice these, you take, oh, you're near the camera. You make sure that you take a spoon, start packing them in like this.
Okay, so you want to pack them in.
Pack it in because the potatoes are real fluffy.
Okay,
And then
it's like
level it
brown
up.
sugar. The brown sugar of rice potatoes.
The what?
The brown sugar of riced
Oh,
potatoes.
the brown sugar rice.
So we do how many cups on this?
7 cups.
7 cups.
And usually I set out 7 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like this cup rather than the blue one because
Okay.
I think that blue one is not quite right. So you can use for right
Because
now,
it's
but-
easy when you're working to forget how many cups you have in there. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7.
Okay.
So what I do is I push these, whatever your system is. 1, 2, 3,
So you
4,
don't have
5,
to
6, 7.
redo your
Okay.
count.
Just
Got it.
count up, put out 7 of anything,
Okay.
because the voice of experience. Once you have them in there, you can't count them in there.
That is very true, and that's a very handy tip.
Here's the milk for the milk that goes in the potatoes.
And what kind of milk is it?
Whole milk. You have to use whole milk.
Not skim or 1% or 2%. Whole milk.
Whole milk.
When you cover something hot and put in the refrigerator, put a piece of paper towel on top of it first, and then you can put a piece of paper towel. That way, if they steam, it'll steam into the paper, and not go into the potatoes.
Fantastic tip.
Nice to lay out papers where you're going to be rolling. That way, when you have flour around, it's easy to
Do
clean
you
up.
have one of those? Yeah, you've got one of those, huh?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, this is, you gave me
Yeah.
that one, and here's your stockinette.
Yes,
Oh,
and that goes over the
isn't-
roller.
Isn't there another one in there?
Oh, let me look.
And these are considered what
Pastry.
they're pastry or
Pastry.
flour.
Pastry cloths, and they're a heavy canvas. And then you always tuck your cloth underneath the board, that way it doesn't slip off. You want this loose,
Okay, and why do you want that loose?
because when you take your lefse,
Oh
you
yes,
flip it like that.
yes. All right, so with the potatoes riced and having all the sugar, the butter, and the salt, we now have it in a bowl, and Mim has just, right before we actually start rolling, then we put the flour. Do not put the flour in before.
Because it makes the potatoes will start getting moist and sweaty if you leave them stand too long
In the flour.
in the flour. You can mash your potatoes and put the salt and the sugar and do all of that the night before. And then the day that you roll, you can do this.
Gotcha. And is there any specific technique with folding in the flour, or is it just a matter of
No,
getting it
just
silky?
make sure that it gets, and it'll get nice, big round ball of like pie crust almost.
Now,
And
is
you
it
want your,
permissible to do this with your hands?
Yes, you can do that with your hands too.
Okay, excellent.
And you want to make sure that your potatoes, when you put them in, are room temperature. Ice cold, it's hard to incorporate the flour.
Got it. And if it's hot, then it'll make the flour sticky.
And,
right?
Don't put the flour in when it's hot. No.
Yeah, okay.
When we get through ricing the potatoes, we'll be able to put those in the refrigerator to make sure that those potatoes are cool.
Right, these ones that are boiling.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Excellent. All right, so we've incorporated the flour,
Where's our ice cream scoop?
got the wax, and the ice cream scoop is here. So this is a what
Now,
tablespoon type of,
Potatoes.
oh, like a 2 table, is that like a quarter cup ice cream scoop?
We have to measure it. We have to.
But that's about
You can
a
measure
regular
it.
sort of sized.
You can take the diameter here and
Yeah.
we'll.
Okay.
These are
Alrighty. So how many do you do at a time? Just one cookie sheet amount, or?
You can make your potato balls all at once. And then when you get ready to roll, then you put them in the refrigerator.
I see.
And then when you get ready to roll, you take pie tin and count out 10.
Okay.
I like 10 because it's easier to count by tens.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll 10 at a time. And then you're ready for another 10 to roll.
Gotcha. Perfect.
But you don't want to do it here because you will put moisture in here when you squeeze it. You'll always get a little moisture. So you do it up here and then you just mash that. And when you mash it, when you start rolling, it'll mash it into a little round circle, so it'll start your little circle to roll. If you put it in a great big ball, you mash it down and it's too hard. This way your little circle is already started.
You got a good head start on the good, nice shape.
Yeah, and then lightly go from all around, and then if you see a little place there that needs to kind of take the tip of your thing and roll there. You don't go roll this way and roll this way. You go this way and a little this way and a little this way and a little this way.
So you
And then
finesse it into a circle.
Yeah. And when you're first learning, and then when you want to turn it over and rearrange,
Oh, right.
hold on to your rolling pin. With
Yes.
Now, if
Your
this
thumb.
happens, you just flip it over again, hold the rolling pin, and this comes with practice.
Yes, the rolling is the most difficult part.
You don't want to, when you're first learning, don't worry about getting it round. It's mainly getting it thin enough. Yeah, that scoop is even a little bit. And then you hang on to your rolling pin. And then this is probably the hardest step. Now don't touch that. The potatoes are already starting to steam, and your fingers will stick to that. What happened to our stick?
Right here. Nice and clean.
And then this one,
Take the flat edge down. Ah, fantastic.
I'm gonna try pounds, and then roll it. You can turn it right away and then return it. And then this is shows how flaky and nice it is.
Mmm.
Now the second time you turn it over, it's going to cook faster because it doesn't have as much flour on it.
Very first one,
The very first one.
the proper word is buffy.
If any get out of shape or fall apart, they are buffies.
And what does that word come from?
Sometimes they taste the best.
We've talked about it.
Donna Mae, when she first started talking, she had names for everything. She gave me the name of Nim. Spoon was a beam. Pillow was a bugo. And anytime you have something like this, or if you fry donuts,
Something I've got to scrape that off.
and
of
the little things around the donuts that are the little balls or the scraps, those are buffies. So all
Excellent.
these names come from her.
Gotcha.
See, this is frying too fast. The thing went down way too low.
So we need to keep it at, probably want to keep it at 500 degrees then?
Yeah, because and then you want to wipe that off with a dry cloth every
Okay,
time.
like paper towel?
Well,
Dry.
here's a dry one.
Okay.
Oh, it has to be. I usually.
It can be that.
Just so the flour
Just-
doesn't cake it.
Just get the flour off is what you want.
Gotcha.
You don't want to have any extra flour. The flour keeps it from not browning if you get too much on there.
Gotcha. Nice.
For more detailed instructions, go to our website. If you'd like to check out more of our doable DIY projects, follow us on Instagram or Pinterest. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos.